Hi, I'm Daniel, and I want to start off by saying sorry for no video last Monday, but I was kind of busy with uploading 3 videos to the Candy Guy channel. I wasn't expecting 3 videos, but it happened, and I was kind of involved. The video I was going to upload last Monday, that I'll do today, is about friendships and how weird I am with my friendships. And also, while I'm talking about friendships, here's a link to my friend Yadira, she did my makeup for my Cruella de Vil costume in October. I didn't know, but my friend Mario was filming her being herself at the chocolate festival. Let me tell you, I'm glad I didn't know that was going on, because they're embarrassing. I love them, but they're embarrassing. So what's the weird thing about me and my friendships? I never really stuck with one group of friends. Like, I had really close friends that I was always in contact with, but I at the same time had different groups of friends. I never really stuck with one group of friends or one friend. Sometimes I'd have just 1 or 2 small little group. I would always migrate. And it was since I was little. I would be like for a couple days hang out with this group of friends, the next few days with this other group of friends. And it was no big deal when I was younger. It was just, these are different type of friends over here, then these friends over here. And they all have different interests or likes or whatever. And I kind of just migrated in between. It was no big deal. It was no problem or difficulty for me to be doing that, because I never really had a best friend growing up. I didn't like the idea of having a best friend, because I feel if you have a best friend, for me, my mentality, if I had a best friend, I'd be putting one person ahead or above other friends, and I just didn't want to do that. So I just kind of migrated between friends here and there. It only became a problem in high school, when people started not liking certain people, allegiances were being pulled, whatever, I don't know. So it became more of a strategy game for me with friends. Okay, I'm going to hang out this Friday night with these friends, and the next Friday night I'll go hang out with this friend over here, just because, certain people just didn't get along. Now, high school, fine. Everyone kind of knew how I was and how I moved back and forth. No one had a problem with it. It wasn't until college that people started calling me out on this. I had my group of friends that I made for the summer program before going to college, because it was a transition, it was called Summer Bridge. It transitioned you from high school to college. So I made a bunch of friends there. I then made a bunch of friends in my dorms. I made a bunch of friends in the biology scholars program I was a part of. I just made different groups of friends. So with all these different groups of friends, I would just divide my time in the evening, certain days of the week, after studying or whatever, to go hang out with certain friends. And it wasn't until the end of my freshman year that people started saying something. And I didn't even realize I was doing this, really. I had been doing it my whole life with friends, that I never realized that I kind of would just vanish for a while and then reappear. And like my group of friends from the summer program, they were all like, oh, who are you with? Who are you going to go hang out now? Who's better than us? Or, who do you... I don't know. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? And then another group of friends started calling themselves my escape friends. And it was like a joke, mainly for them, because they were like in the dorms, they were in this secluded dungeon area, we called. And I would go hang out with them, and they would never really leave that area. They had their room and their study hall right next to them, so they were always there, so I'd go and hang out. And so they became labeled as my escape friends. They labeled themselves that way, that I would go there to escape from other people. And I just went with it. So it came to the point, people were just saying something the end of freshman year. When sophomore year came around, it was just an inside joke, a continuing joke, like, oh, when do we get to meet your other friends? Or when do we get to see the other people? I'm like, I don't know, whenever. Or maybe you shouldn't. At this point, I was like, you know what? No. You're going to have that attitude. I'm not going to introduce you to any other friends that I have. You're going to be this little group. You're going to be that group. Fine by me. Sophomore year, I'm not even kidding you. There was some sort of conspiracy that went on, that I went away for a weekend, and back home, I came back, and somehow groups started contacting each other. And it was inevitable that people would meet. And they did. They started hanging out with each other behind my back. I was one time walking, through campus, It was lunchtime, and I see one of my friends, who I labeled the escape friend, they labeled themselves the escape friend, and then another friend from the summer program were having lunch together. And I just waved at both of them, no big deal. And they were there laughing and giggling like they had done something wrong, like they were cheating or something. And then it dawned on me, wait, these two people are from two different groups of friends. What are they doing together? And they're laughing, and I just pointed at them and I was like, we'll talk later, separately. So anyways, this video is already too long about my craziness and friends, but my third year when I moved into my apartment, I threw like a housewarming party and whatever, and I invited everyone over. And let me tell you, a bunch of people did say that night, I can't believe you're letting us mingle with your other friends. I'm like, you know what? Leave. You're not invited anymore. But whatever. It was just a way that I had always done with friendships. I just never really had best friends. Later life changes and I did form closer friendships with other people. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe you guys know what I'm talking about. Maybe you do the same thing. I know some people that have just one small group of friends and they're happy and content with that small group of friends and they're always together, and that's cool. But for me, I need variety. Let's say that. Anyways, thanks for watching this crazy video about friendships. Check out my Candy Guy videos, and I will see you guys Monday because I post here every Monday. Have a great day. Bye!